Hello! I'm here today with my journal and my pencils and pens to do some sketching. This is my journal, diary, scrapbook, everything, sketchbook. I sometimes journal in here, like diary about my life. Sometimes I draw and sketch. Sometimes I do some scrapbooking with like my stickers. It's kind of just whatever I feel the need for it to be in that moment. And today I feel the need for it to be a sketchbook. So I have my journal, my mechanical pencil, my eraser, and my pen to start with. I have a vague image of something in my head that I want to draw, and it's like longer width-wise than it is by height, so that I have my notebook turned sideways. I'm just gonna start drawing and see how it goes, see what comes out. This is my mechanical pencil. It has Celeste from Animal Crossing on here because she is one of my favorite characters from Animal Crossing, which is one of my favorite games. Usually when I have an idea for something to draw, I can see it in my head first. So it's literally like I can see an image flashing in my head of something, and my job then as an artist is to try to get it out. I love sketching. I think it might be my favorite part of my creative process because I'm very much into the ideas of things. Obviously it's important to finish your work if you know what I mean, if you want to like have something really tangible to show for it, but I'm very into like the ideas part. It is really satisfying having a finished piece to look at, but sometimes I sketch something and then I do the line work with the pen, and that's all I need. Like sometimes I just don't feel the need to finish it any further. Like I won't go in and render it digitally or do any major work to it. I'll just be like, yeah, that's what it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna live. Lately, I've just been trying to be a bit more free and fluid with my art. Recently, I have been getting out of the funk, but I was in a funk where I just didn't feel super inspired creatively. I felt motivated to create and I felt inspired to create, like in that way, but I didn't feel like I had much to say or something. And then I realized, I think it was just because I was putting so much pressure on myself to have something to say. And not just to have something, but to have something that was completely groundbreaking and like something I've never done before and like whatever. But it doesn't need to be that. Like it really doesn't. Putting that pressure on yourself to create something, like thinking that everything you create has to be like your magnum opus, is so detrimental to your creative process, I think, because you're not giving yourself the freedom to experiment or like fail, really. You know what I mean? I think a lot of art comes from experimenting and like trying something and maybe failing and seeing, oh, that didn't work, let me try something else. Also, I think a lot of great art comes from limitations, and actually that also plays into why I was feeling kind of burnt out a bit, because I'd been doing digital art for so long consistently and I hadn't been doing anything else. I was starting to get very overwhelmed by it because with digital art you have complete freedom. It can look exactly how you want it, like however that may look. You have the total control to manipulate every single piece of it perfectly. And that was, at first, that really enticed me. When I first started digital art, that idea really enticed me. But now it's been really kind of overwhelming me. And overwhelming me because it's like, where do I start? But also overwhelming me in the sense of like, I just don't think my art needs to be that really anymore. Like, I don't think that's maybe the best way to express my creative voice all the time. And so lately I've been really getting back into my traditional drawing. So I've been really enjoying drawing in my journal, notebook, diary, whatever you want to call it. And it's felt very fulfilling. Okay, I don't know where this pose came from. Like, this is wild. I just knocked that out quickly. Like, that's crazy. Okay. I think I want the back to be a little more rounded though. I've been really trying to up my pose game because for a while I would draw things very straight and head on, just facing the camera. But now I've been trying to put a lot more movement into my poses and stuff. Actually, maybe the neck needs to be more like this. And then, okay, yeah, this is getting somewhere. Because this side looks fine to me, but this side is a little funky. And then I think I want this arm to go back, I think, right? Oh, oh my god, that is it. Okay. Back, and then just the hint of the elbow, and then we can see their front torso. Oh my god. Wow, okay, I'm so into this pose. This is really kind of gagging me, how I just like busted this out like that. So this is the general pose. This is basically what I had in mind. Now I can start with the fun part, which is like adding the hair and clothes and stuff. For this, I was picturing a short haircut, almost like a pixie. And then when we get to the back, I want it to have like insane spikes coming out of it. So this is the crown of the head. The hair would be coming from like there, going forward into the sides, and then the back is gonna get crazy. So let's do wrapping around a bit. This is the general shape for the hairstyle that I'm envisioning. But then I want, like from the back part of the head, I want like spikes coming out. Kind of like it's part of the hair. Like I want it to be like integrated with the hair, but it's also like that's impossible, you know what I mean? I want one that reaches all the way to the edge of the page. So let's do that one here. Oh my god. Okay, and then I want them to overlap, so I need one that goes this way. And then it will be a little shorter. Oh wow, okay, and then I think I only need maybe one or two more. I need one like here-ish. One more, do we think? Maybe, let me try one more and see what it looks like. It would be coming from like here and going, maybe it's a shorter one. Just like that, and this one can still be longer. I think I might need one here actually, like this. Oh yeah, oh my god, that just made it. One right there, because they need to look 3D, like they're coming out of the head somehow. I do still want to fill this side somehow, so maybe there can be something happening from her neck or chest. Maybe it could be a necklace. Let's do Oh, wait. Oh my god, okay. Here, we have like a ribbon, and then what if the ribbon is like blowing over here? And the second one should be, let's see, maybe like that. Yeah, maybe she can be wearing a puffy sleeve. She's almost like a princess. It's almost like this is a crown growing out of her head or something. And actually, I'm thinking... one of the ribbon pieces should just not be seen. Like, the end of it shouldn't be seen. You can just go off the page. Wait, maybe they can both just go off the page. Yeah, I like that much more. Because then you don't get an idea of, like, where they end. Like, it leaves it to be like, oh, where is she going? Like, and it almost seems like something is pulling her. So yeah, I like that. And she looks a little scared too. So it's like, what is she looking at? What's pulling her? What's going on? I'm realizing actually the perspective with her ear is really off. Like, her ear would not be that far back. It would be more like here-ish. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. Okay, because I was like, bitch, she has so much space between her ear and her eye. Like, that's wild. Okay. Well, now I think I need to adjust the spikes a bit. Like, I think I just need one more maybe coming from here and down like that. Yeah. Since I have more room to fill up. Honestly, I'm not sure I'm feeling this outfit situation. Maybe I just didn't like the buttons down the back, actually, because now that it's just like this, I'm liking it more. Wait, and then what if I gave her some, like, arm socks? Oh my god, wait. I might be onto something here. Am I crazy or is that good? Okay, the sizes of the stripes don't match. So let's fix that before we get too excited. Oh, I kind of like that. It's kind of like a princess fashion meets like early 2000s vibe. And I usually try to avoid early 2000s, like anything overtly over 2000s in my art, because I think it's become such a trend and it's like so over and very tired. But I mean, I grew up in the early 2000s, so it inspires me in a lot of ways. So this is done. So let's put the pencil away, and now I can go in with my pen and do the line work. I think for the spikes, maybe I should take a flat edge. Okay, I don't have a ruler, so I'm gonna use my Suica card to make sure the spikes are straight. Yeah, and then this side. Oh yeah. Okay, let me not get too carried away with the details because, oh my god, I could get stuck on this forever, especially when it comes to drawing hair. Oh, this is so cool. I'm really into this, you guys. A lot of my art I think when you look at it, you can definitely see similar themes and concepts and stuff like that. I'm not actively thinking about that as I'm drawing, but it's just like who I am. You know what I mean? Like those themes and concepts and ideas and whatever are like baked into my artistic identity. So whenever I make something, they just like come out, you know? And I think that is like what art is about. I've really been into drawing short hair lately. For a while, like a very long time, I've loved drawing long hair, as exaggerated, as big, as like draggy as I can make it. I've like always loved drawing hair like that. But lately I've been so into drawing like little pixie cuts. Oh my god, I haven't even done the face. Let me get on to the rest of this drawing before I just sit here and focus on the hair all day. I love drawing eyes, I love drawing hair, and I love drawing hands. Those are like my favorite, which I'm sure like when you look at my art you can probably tell because I always have exaggerated eyes, exaggerated hair, and exaggerated hands. And then the puff sleeve. I have to decide if I want the puff sleeve to be translucent or transparent, like a mesh material. I think I do want to see like a hint of her shoulder shape underneath because it does help kind of define the shape that we're looking at. Here's the finished inking stage. Next, I will have to go in with my eraser to erase all of the pencil. Fortunately, this pen dries like instantly, so I don't have to worry about it smudging when I erase. Now, let me just take my eraser and erase all of these pencil marks. Even though I don't really have to worry about the smudging, I do still like to be careful when I erase, and like I like to erase in the direction of like where the line is going so that if it does smudge, it doesn't like distract from the direction of the piece. Okay, here she is, all erased. I like to just go in with the pen after I erase all the pencil and darken up some of the lines and some of the edges. I'm really happy with how this came out. So let me just sign it. I think I'll put my signature here today. Yeah, there she is in all her glory. I really like this. I love the idea that I had, and it came out pretty much exactly how I was imagining it. Thank you so much for watching me sketch this today. I hope you enjoyed getting to see part of my process. It was nice to show it. But yeah, thank you so much.